Hey guys, it's Mallory here, and I'm going to be doing my August wrap-up and my September TBR this morning. I just woke up and I'm still crazy tired, so if I seem a little bit out of it, that's why. And also another thing before I get into this video, I just want to say hey to all of our new subscribers, and thank you for stopping by, and yeah. Alright, so in August I had 5 books on my reading list. Normally I like to make my reading list a little bit smaller just so that I know I can get through all of the books. Yeah, I doubled it. So in August I read 12 books. So our theme was book to movie adaptations, or TV, book to movie or TV. So the first book that I read, which I've put off for years and years, is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, which is, it's hard to say if it's number 1 or number 3, 2, because in certain, there are different, I can't even think of the word because I'm so tired. In the bind-up that I have, I think it's number 2 or 3, but in my Kobo, it's number 1, and the movies are going by one way, and the books are another. I don't even know how it works, but I'm doing it the way that my Kobo is. So I read that as number 1, and then Prince Caspian is number 2, which is also the way of the movies. So that's the way I'm going to do it. So I loved this book. This is one of my favorite movies, too. So I ended up giving it an easy 5 out of 5 stars. And I will probably be reading Prince Caspian right away. The second book that I read was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, which is also a first in the series. It's the first in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This one I gave 3 out of 5 stars, so it was like, eh. This is better as a movie, that's for sure. Like, the book, it just seemed like so much rambling and nonsense and just weird. Whereas the movie, it made more sense that way. I don't know. Yeah, just better as a movie. I don't know if I'm going to continue this series or not, but we'll see. The third book that I read this month was Twisted by Sarah Shepard, which is number 9 in the Pretty Little Liars series, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's awesome, as all of them are. This is one of my favorite series, way up there with Harry Potter. They're like tied for number 1, so yeah, I love this series so much, and I can't wait to read the next one. Number 4 was Dearly Devoted Dexter, which is number 2 in the Dexter series by Jeff Lindsay. This I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. This was like, when I read the first book, it was pretty on track with the TV show. Like, you know, I was like, oh yeah, they did a pretty good adaptation. This second book was like, where did the TV show come from after this book? Like, this has nothing to do with the second series, which is the first book and the first series were all good, whatever. But this was just like, somebody read the first book and was like, yeah, okay, we'll make a TV show from this, and they obviously didn't read the second book, or like, I don't know. I'm gonna read the third book just to see if it's like this one, not at all like the TV show, but I don't know. It's still, it was hard to get into this book. It was a little bit boring, so that's why I gave it the 3 out of 5. The fifth book that I read was Immortal Beloved by Kate Tiernan, and I loved this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This is the first in the Immortal Beloved series. The second is Darkness Falls, and I don't know when the third is coming out, but it's called Eternally Yours, and I adore this book. Like, I need to read the second one right now. I need to read the second one like yesterday. This is so good. I have like a mini review posted of this one on the blog. I didn't really go too much into it because I hate typing and I hate computer right now. So I'll probably make a video review of this one, hopefully soon. I forgot to say all of the books were on my Kobo this month. That's why I'm not showing you them. Sixth book that I read was one that I borrowed from Marissa, and I already gave it back to her, and that was The Espressologist by Christina Springer. This was so cute and fast. I read it in like a couple of hours, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, just because it was so cute and quick, and I liked it. The seventh book that I read was 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Mlynowski. This one I also gave a 5 out of 5 stars. I really liked her writing in this book. It was just a quick, fun book. Like, it just brought out the teen in me. Yeah, I don't know, it was good. Eighth book that I read was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. This one I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. It was just like the movie, pretty much, but I don't know, it's kind of one of those things that's also a little better as a movie, but I still enjoyed it. The ninth book that I read was Bras and Broomsticks, which is the first in the Magic in Manhattan series by Sarah Mlynowski. I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. Marissa bought the third book, and I don't think she knew that it was the third, and she read it, and she's read it like every single summer since then. So I thought I would try and get into this series and work my way up to the third book to see what her deal is with that book. So yeah, this one was alright. I will definitely continue the series, but it's not like it is a #1 priority for me right now. The 10th book that I read was One for the Money by Janet Ivanovich, which is the first in the Stephanie Plum series. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Everybody told me it was so funny and they were laughing out loud the whole time, but for me, like, yeah, it was good humor, but I wasn't laughing out loud. Like, it wasn't that funny. The only book that has made me do that was Can You Keep a Secret by, oh my gosh, I'm blanking, Sophie Kinsella. And yeah, this one was okay. I will continue the series. I'm like 18 books behind, but that's alright. I'll catch up someday. 11th book that I read was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Finally. I gave this one a huge 5 out of 5 stars. I still can't even talk about it. Like, I posted a post on the blog. It wasn't a review, but I was just like, what just happened? Like, oh, same thing happened when I read Looking for Alaska, and that is one of the 2 books have made me cry in my life, and Looking for Alaska was one of them. And I'm surprised that I didn't bawl my eyes out for The Fault in Our Stars. Like, I had a few tears, but it wasn't really like a cry. But yeah, so that was good. I recommend that one, definitely. And the last book that I read was A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Anglais, which I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. That's also a #1 in the series. So I don't even know, I don't have the rest of the books, but I don't know if I want to continue it. So for my September TBR, our theme for the blog is traveling and books that we have put off. So a lot of mine are books that I have put off because I couldn't think of that many traveling books. So the first book that I have already finished is Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I'm not going to say too much about that one right now. I'll get into it later. Second book, give me a second here, that I am reading currently is Beauty Queens by Libba Bray, and I'm about 19% through it, and I'm really liking it so far. Third book is Au revoir, Crazy European Chick, and this is by Joe Schreiber. I love this cover. I don't know what this is about, but it has a map on it, and that kind of reminds me of traveling, so yeah. Oh, and beauty queens are kind of like in a plane, which is traveling. Yeah, I made some good choices this month. Fourth book is In Honor by Jessie Kirby. This one I think is about a road trip, so that's also traveling. Fifth book that I have is A Million Suns by Beth Revis. This one they're also traveling. I guess these are a lot of traveling and not... Yeah, these are a lot of traveling. I thought I didn't have that many. And the last book that I have is Vespers Rising. And this one is written by Rick Riordan, Peter Larangis, Gordon Corman, and Jude Watson. And this is the 11th book in the 39 Clue series. And I love this series. So I can't wait to finally finish this one. And I also, if I finish all, what do I have, 6? I don't know why I was saying 5. If I finish all 6, then I will probably get to City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, but I cannot promise that one. I don't know, we'll see. And then I just wanted to show you a few quick things. I got 3 books this month, I guess. So I got Ophelia by Lisa Klein. And am I the only one that thinks that this looks like Michael Cera? Because I think it looks exactly like him. So this is a retelling kind of thing of Hamlet from Ophelia's point of view. So before I read this, I need to reread Hamlet because I haven't in a very long time. And then I got The Eternal Ones by Kirsten Miller. Pretty much this is everyone, when they die, they come back in another life. And so this girl has been looking for her past life's love? Something like that. And then she finds this guy, and she can't tell if it's the guy that she loved in her last life or the guy that killed her in her last life. So that sounds pretty cool. This one was on sale at the bookstore. And then the last book that I got is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I can't wait to start this one. Like, I want to start this one right now, but I have to contain myself until I finish all the rest of the books. But I just, oh, I love this cover too. So that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. If you have read any of these books, please let me know, and let me know what you thought of them. Or if you want to see any certain reviews on any of them, let me know. That would be awesome. Yeah, so hope you guys had a great month in August. If you made a wrap-up or a TBR video, link them below so I can watch it. Yeah, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.